now is the time to take risk. You don't have kids. As you get older, your obligations increase. And once you have a family, you start taking risk not just for yourself, but for your family as well. It gets much harder to do things that might not work out. So now is the time to do that before you have those obligations. So I would encourage you to take risks now. Do something bold.
It's all risky. The minute you were born, it got risky. If you think trying is risky, wait till they hand you the bill for not trying. If you think investing is risky, wait till you get the tab for not investing. See, it's all risky. Getting married is risky. Having children is risky. Going into business is risky. Investing your money is risky. It's all risky. I'll tell you how risky life is. You're not going to get out alive.
If you're 20s, do all of that. Work day and night. Really do as many things, learn as much as you can, fail as often as possible.
What about work-life balance in your 20s?
Fuck it. Because that's the time to put in the hard work.
If you risk nothing, you become nothing. You are nothing. Because nothing ventured, nothing gained. You're not going to get what you want by never risking what you have.
And in your 20s, you can get so scared and you can be so easily lulled into the idea that good is good enough, that feeling safe and comfortable is what you should always be looking for. That way of thinking in your 20s in particular, dead fucking wrong. I want you to start to create this mindset of taking risks and going big.
Let's talk about risk. 99% of people, what's stopping them, between them and their goals, is not taking the risk. There is no risk. It's too risky, because if I fail, then I'm homeless or whatever. That's why life is beautiful. It's so risky to be alive. You want to know how risky it really is to be alive? Is that nobody makes it out alive. Every single day that you sit at your mediocre job, you are wasting another day, and it adds up. Do you know how much your life can change in 300 days? It seems fine now, it's easy now, because it feels like we have unlimited time. But if you were to look at somebody that's on their deathbed and they're gonna die in 1 year, they would kill for that 300 days. College is 4 years of your prime wasted if you don't have a purpose there. That's the riskiest thing you can do, because the riskiest thing you can do is waste your precious damn time. And when I first decided to take the leap and try and make something more, so make something greater of myself, it was because a girl broke my heart. I was sitting there thinking, holy f***, this girl just broke my heart, blocked me, I'm depressed. I need to become so rich and famous, in fact, that this girl sees who the fuck I am one day. Point is, I was at a low. My life was terrible. I had no money and I was alone. So I needed to make a change.
There's no guarantee that you're going to do all this work and everything's going to work out and you're going to live this crazy life. But there is a guarantee that if you don't try, you're going to live a shitty life.
The reality is, the more risk you take, the luckier you get.
I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks.
Take the biggest fucking risks of your entire life right now.
People need to learn to take one big risk a day.
Why would you not go for it?
Because risk is where success comes.
To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. It's all too easy to do nothing and stay within your comfort zone, where everything feels familiar and predictable. But you know, your potential to achieve much, much more will take you out of your comfort zone to a place where you're really uncomfortable. That is very much the point, because you have to be prepared to go to that place where in your head you're scared, where risks are taken and challenges are faced. You know, it's a step into the unknown. Suddenly life is uncertain anymore. But the fact is, the more uncertainty you are willing to face, the more opportunities you're going to create for yourself.
You're afraid to take the leap, to chase that dream, to bet on yourself. But here's the truth. You're going to die anyway. One day your story ends. The clock runs out. And none of this, none of the fear, the doubt, the excuses, none of it will matter. So why not take the risk? Why not bet on yourself? Play it safe, and you'll die with regret. Take the leap, and you just might live for real. Because in the end, the biggest risk is never taking one.
If you go forward in the face of overwhelming odds, you risk failure. But risk must be taken for the greatest hazard in life is to risk nothing. The person who risks nothing has nothing, does nothing is nothing. That person may avoid suffering, pain, and embarrassment, but that individual will not learn, love, change, feel, or grow.
Most people are willing to trade their entire lives in order to not look stupid in front of who? In front of a whole bunch of that are never gonna do anything their entire lives.
The reality is, the more risk you take, the luckier you get. So people need to learn to take one big risk a day. You know, every day take a risk and build up that risk muscle, because risk is where success comes.
Why would you not go for it? Why would you not take a chance? At one point in time, you got to take a chance on you.
Finally, I want to just say that I'd like to dedicate this award to all the sneaky Pete's of the world who've thought maybe settling for mediocrity was a good idea because it was safe. Don't do it. Take a chance, take a risk, find that passion, rekindle it, fall in love all over again. It's really worth it. God bless you. Thank you very much.
All the best things in life require a degree of risk. You can't cook without risking a burnt dish. You can't dance without risking missing the beat. And you can't fall in love without risking losing them. And the truth is, it is scary. The pain, the embarrassment, the rejection. But only through facing these risks can one truly find more meaning than just existing.
One of the biggest problems that I see with young people these days is that they're so afraid to take risks. They're terrified of risk. If you're 18, 19, 20, mid-20s, these are the peak years in your life to take those risks, to go all in on yourself. Because you don't have much to fucking lose. You don't have a family to protect and to provide for yet. You don't have a mortgage that you have to pay. You know, you don't have all these responsibilities that come later in life. So it makes sense to go all in, to take the risk now, rather than waiting until it's too late, until you have too much to lose. Understand that the success that you reach in life is in direct proportion to the amount of risk that you take. If you don't take any risks, you're not going to be successful. If you look at the most successful people in any area of the world, in any business, they take huge risks. And I'm not saying, you know, go into debt for these risks and to like destroy your life potentially, but take that fucking risk that you're thinking about. What's the worst case scenario? It doesn't work out. Are you going to be homeless? Are you going to be on the streets? Are you going to be starving? Most likely not. So there's nothing holding you back from being able to actually go and take those risks besides fear. And if you live your life in fear, you're never going to make it.
Take the risk or lose the chance. If you don't take the risk, you've got to live with that regret for your whole entire life. Life for a man is pain every single day. So whether you take the risk or not, life's still gonna be pain. So you might as well take the risk there, because if you do take the risk, you'll be one step closer to becoming the man that you're supposed to be. Take the risk or lose the chance.